And welcome back. I, Kamikaze, here to bring you more Danganronpa 2. Let's just go straight to it. Okay, I already looked everywhere here. I'm not worried about the Monokumas at this point. I've put off this game for way too long. Alright. Can't use the stairs. Hey, I can go in this one now. Looks like it's letting me go from 1 to 1 to 1 in specific order. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I should hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Not like I really have a time problem. I'm still looking for them despite it. Yes, you have, my friend. We're just gonna read the manga. It's confusing the crap out of me because now my brain is going back and forth between the first one that I hadn't played for over a year. There's another manga just lying here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would be obviously about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hoped that I was right. Oh, no. A story about a creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself was grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising was the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered the thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nationalities began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But it spread across the world, and certain abnormalities soon came to light. But by then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished. The wanton destruction? The wonton. Okay, you know what? That word deserves being looked up. Let's see. Wonton. Deliberate and unprovoked. Destruction became their only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions and brutally murdered the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if an era of regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths at the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened, and a feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not only for principles, religion, or personal gain, just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope Peak's Academy talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used it for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used to influence and brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because of the freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, pardon me, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Yes, I'm yelling at the manga. I'd rather be yelling at you, but you just now showed up. Who would enjoy reading something like this?
What?
No, I don't like your manga. And now, what is messed up manga? What is this messed up manga? This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying? Hello.
I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by when he said in the beginning. I mean, what'll happen if we stay here? You gonna get us to murder each other again? He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But why? Well, there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. Perhaps... No, that's definitely it. Truth bullet obtained! Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Speak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? What if they were actually able to do it? I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm going to freeze to death. I'm at my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Duk 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 duk. Phew. That was close. I nearly froze to death. So, where should I go next? Meow. Nope, that looks like it's sealed. I guess this is where I'm going. Classroom 5B. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. I'm gonna click him anyway.
Maya.
What are you doing here?
No.
Got bored of drawing manga, so can you forgive me for telling you word of mouth? Should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me?
What?
Woot!
Actually...
Is that arm that what's-his-name took? High school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Junko Enoshima.
Hey, Don't fuck with me! Unbelievable. Hey, Phew.
She even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh? Huh? You... Hey,
Huh? What are you saying? The hell?
Hmm.
Wow. Talk about manipulative.
Phew.
What? There's no way something that crazy is possible. Actually, no, it's pretty damn likely in this day and age.
What?
Final days.
In other words,
What do you mean, final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
Wait, so she turned the reserve department into spares? What? What? Okay, hold on. What? Okay, that isn't anything that's happened in this day and age. 2,357 students committed a mass suicide because one person essentially told them to. That's fucking nuts. I mean, that's an understatement. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
Let me guess, me? One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it. Bastard!
What? Huh? Oh, that's right! Now I remember her! My god. Just cramming more knowledge into my brain! You know what? I'm just... I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Huh?
Bloody classroom.
Well, yeah. Hey.
Mastermind took her own life? Means Junko is dead.
Like...
Former students of Hope Peak Academy. And she took away their memories. That's just like us. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So...
I mean, I'm not surprised because I was there. That's messed up. That's not just messed up. That's fucked up.
Huh.
So, Junko is no more. Now that reminds me, she was the one with those nails. And what's-his-face had her hand.
Bastard!
Let me guess, other people have her other appendages? Who has her boobs? Then, who's our enemy? Junko is already dead. The rest of the Ultimate Despair is behind this? And the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, killings were involved to resemble that killing school life.
No shit.
But is this really an imitation? Are those surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere just like the surveillance cameras did at the killing school? Truth bullet obtained! What, do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that?
Ooh, how exciting.
You're not making any sense again.
Well now.
Sounds glorious. What? It changed to a different hallway again. So sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? Oh, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to surprise. Hello, boobs. Connie is twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. What happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Someone's getting closer? What do you mean?
So,
It's just my gut.
Huh. Still, her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. Surprising, her gut must be correct again this time. Yeah, this is just weird as all hell. I guess I'm going this way. I guess it's one door at a time. I don't know why this is creeping me out so much. It's actually bothering me. WTF, mate. It's like this is the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Let's look around for a dumbass Monokuma. Either he's really obvious, or he's not here. It looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? Not just that, the mark engraved onto the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation. Below that symbol is a short passage engraved. Combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The graduates of Hope Speak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope Speak? Aren't they known as the World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma, he completely made it up. What's this? Words are floating in air. Like a hologram, right? In a sense, looks like a passage from an email. What we gave you the other day, we have obtained information of a person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Upon further investigation, there is a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering how the number of people at this time. If they are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, it's possible that they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe that we can acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe this group can go far without Junko rallying them. In a worst-case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if there are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding the separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems like we can proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope Speak Academy? 15 students? Is that us? Excluding Chiaki, who was a part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us. But what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human... Do we really have to say that every freaking time? then the world isn't normal anymore. It's starting to feel like we're better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Academy survivors. Guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side, at least. We were founded by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No. As long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma. If he's Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the tragedy in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is the research facility on Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's a research facility. If there's really a research facility on the island, there would be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Alright, next location. That is a wall. That also is a wall. Hi again. Teacher's lounge. The orifice. This feels different from a classroom. Yeah, slightly.
Maybe.
The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. With freaking Mario flowers everywhere.
Oh.
How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonya? Give it up already. Ah. That's what, 4?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I don't remember what mana coins were for anyway. Flowers on top of the desk? Plus, they look strange to me. Are my eyes just tired? No, not really. Is there manga sitting some... Oh, well, I guess there's this. These letters float in the air, like the music room earlier. It looks like the passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. We understand the matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best to continue your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko, the fact remains that they are still incredibly dangerous. Even after the death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps there is still a leader on par with Junko. As long as we do nothing to the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For that reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of the shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all, but I guess it's understandable. If the very large tragedy occurred is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. What if the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war? There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Truth bullet obtained! Obtained! Let's see what this has. Something written on the blackboard. It's written here. List of subjects. Wait. Ultimate. Wait, so Ultimate Imposter. So that's a total of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Names I've seen before. It's our names! There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Sayonji. What's with this newspaper? Why does she look familiar? What is this? It says... This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, Hyoko we knew. Oh, it was her. Whoa, yeah! Yeah. It was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was a pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way I can see the resemblance to Hyoko, but her height and figure. It's too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does that mean? The ultimate imposter, you think? That's Hyoko Saionji. An older sister with the same first and last name.
I mean...
But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man...
Wrong. What are you saying?
The ultimate imposter?
Of course not!
Well...
What are you saying?
Today, I'm feeling white.
So what is this now going into time travel?
What's going on?
This is the truth, and Hyoko in this newspaper. It's from the future. You really saying that this is the same person? It's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Because none of these people are real.
This is bad.
Yeah? You're insane. In some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard under the list of subjects. What kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Better not be time travel. Okay, looking here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. So Hyoko Saijani, and then... Yeah, I guess that's all 16. That doesn't make any sense at all. Who the hell is this? An extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen this before. A name etched in placard says, Hope Speak Academy founder. Wait, founder? Now does Kelly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Freaking another mystery. Thanks. Exactly what I need to know. Next stage. Ugh. Not again. The hallway is different from the last time. I guess that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised. I'm moved to a different hallway than the last time. But how can he do that? Now is not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Ah! What? Oh, such a lovely blue wall. No likey. Me no likey. Oh. I really thought I was nearing the end. I am remembering... Holy crap. There's a billiard table and a dartboard and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. Yet it's fucking floating. That doesn't, like, raise a flag for you? Kinda would me. It's a file with Hope Speak Academy seal on it. Confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Not anymore. Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma is responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope Speak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing ultimate education. The plan has been the Academy's wish since the foundation, so we must succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions and intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression in my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope Peaks Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? Football at that time. I'm not even bothering looking at anything else because it's not gonna do me any good. Because it's just nostalgic on that. This hologram again. What's this one say? It's like another email passage. Regarding the report that we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we've successfully acquired all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown if they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some of them were wounded, so it seems certain that they have survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of Killing School life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads in regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future, filled with hope. Remnants of Despair has been updated to your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. Another one! It's here that they say succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on the island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
It's your fault. What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
no!
Yes, it is. There's no way that's not important. Okay, WTF, mate. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again, standing on my head. Pretty much used to it by now, but even so. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. It's like Matrix shit going on here. Hi.
It smells.
Connie's twitching her nose and examining her
Based on my
surroundings.
gut feeling.
How does her shirt get back to normal after she just like Super Saiyaned out of it? And the answer is this with your gut. Is it an enemy or an ally?
Well,
They're both?
Yo,
What do you mean?
you.
Well, that's true, I guess. This is lovely. Absolutely beautiful. For the library. Yes, it must be the library. And it also must be the end of this episode. Same rules apply. I'm having fun playing this game again. I just wish I finished it before, and it's a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but wow. So, same rules apply. Please like, subscribe, comment. It's all the happy things that make me happy to make more stuff for you. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Danganronpa 2.